Hello.
Okay, guys, I can explain.
Explain what?
I can explain because people are like, Anna's been late twice in a row. I slept at 1:30. I actually set 3 alarms for 5:30 because I actually wanted to get an editing done for my sponsored video before this live. So I was like, I'm gonna get up at 5:30 and do a little bit of work before I come here. I wake up and I get that feeling like something's a bit wrong. Something's wrong, and it's 9:30. And guys, this is an iPhone issue, I swear on my life. Because the 2 weeks ago when I also overslept, I also set multiple alarms and none of them go off. I'm not the type of person to forget if an alarm, I don't hit snooze typically and go back to sleep. It's an iPhone issue. And before he came, I was just looking up this on Google now. There are entire Reddit threads dedicated to this. People setting multiple alarms and then freaking out because they're like, I have to catch a flight in the morning. And none of my 3 alarms went off. And then they just recommended I download an app, separate third-party app. So I shouldn't rely on the iPhone alarm anymore. But literally, it's an iPhone issue. But I'm sorry for being late. So hopefully next week, now that I have this new app, people are like, blame iPhone Classic. It's literally not my fault. And I was even gonna wake up at 5:30. Get a real phone. I have a real phone. What do you mean?
Get a Galaxy.
Maybe
You're
I should
Korean.
get a Galaxy.
Switch to Samsung.
Or if I need to, or it's like I'm gonna have to set a separate alarm on my MacBook or on my iPad or something. But like that's not reliable. If I go traveling, I should be able to rely on just my phone to wake me up. You know, this is not acceptable, Apple, for the amount that I pay to you on a monthly basis. The amount of money I've given to you over the years. This is not acceptable. My dog ate my homework. Guys, it's seriously not, it's not an excuse. I wasn't doing anything funny last night. I was literally home and I was like, I'm gonna wake up early and do some work. Yeah, maybe I need a Samsung. Maybe I do.
Yeah.
아, 죽을래,
Whoa.
진짜. Thank you, Patrick, for the $5. Anna, these excuses are not very ENTJ of you. I mean, I'm not trying to, if I was out drinking last night or if I was having fun last night, I would have no excuse, but I was literally just home and just working.
Let me get some water.
Get some water. I am 억울해. I blame iPhone. So, I'm sorry, guys. I am sorry, but hopefully, like literally, does anyone know this app called Alarmy? Oh, oops. Yeah, I just like went down this entire Reddit thread. Google it if you don't believe me. Seriously, Google Apple iPhone alarm not going off, and there are entire threads about this. I'm not making this up. I don't hit snooze and go back to sleep. It's my phone. Yeah, so this is fucking terrifying though, because what if I have something really important to wake up to, like a flight or something, and I can't wake up? 씨 진짜 죽을래 진짜. David, I can still hear him coughing. I don't want to get sick either.
I'm all good. Yeah, I was sick over the weekend, but I'm good.
Are
But you can
better
still
now?
hear it in my voice.
I can still hear it, yes.
Yeah.
Take your medicine.
That's good. Everything's good.
Also, okay, let's do some catch-up talk. I won't be late next week anyway. Before that, Mambo, thank you for the $5. Y'all do make a cute couple though. That's why the dating comments come up. I was going to address this, okay, the dating comments, because I was with my dad this weekend. Because I was at my dad's house, and then we were having dinner. We had omakase dinner. It was really nice. And then we were eating, and then he was like, oh, you know, me and my aunties, my dad's sisters, he was like, you know, they keep asking, like, is Anna dating that guy that she's always doing videos with?
Wow, they must be seeing your channel quite often.
My aunties watch everything I do. They even made an Instagram and TikTok just to follow me. And I was like, can you please not do this? Like, it makes me actually uncomfy. Like I'm like auntie, like Komodo, like please just like stop following me on Instagram, and like you don't need to watch everything
They're
that I
trying
do.
to support you. Why are
No,
you
because
warding
now
me
I feel
off?
like I have to like hide certain parts of
No,
myself.
why do you hide yourself on the internet? Are you like a
I don't need
different
my
person?
aunties watching every move. And then sometimes they text me like, why did you do this? Or like, why haven't you posted her? Like, I'm just like, it actually like stresses me out.
They're being supportive relatives.
I guess so, but it's
yeah.
like, I don't need them to watch everything that I do. So anyway, they were asking like, yeah, is Anna dating that guy? And I was just like laughing my head off at my dad. So...
It's just a Korean thing. Like, the opposite sex appears on the screen, and they immediately assume they're dating or whatever. Yeah.
And
so.
it's just after every single live, I will get a comment being like, Anna is in love. David is in love with Anna. They will make a great couple.
I actually read those last live, my
did?
solo live, and it was outrageous. It's crazy.
I, like, you guys just like, I don't know what to say
They're
about
like,
this.
oh, you can see how sad David is because Anna got a new boyfriend. He's probably crying.
Crying himself to sleep. Guys, it's just like, I laugh at those comments every single time. I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know what to tell you.
I honestly think if you do the reverse like engineering, I think those people are the people that have a crush on you. And they're sour about that.
I mean, I'm guessing there are maybe some male like commenters like that who could maybe like you have female fans.
Yeah, so I think they are projecting themselves in the situation, and they're trying to like say like David is like me. He probably has a crush on Anna, and then blah all that. So
we are work husbands and work couple married.
That doesn't sound good.
No, but like okay, just purely business. Yeah.
You know the term office couple is like a very bad term, right?
Okay, yeah, but not in Korea. Yes, office
affairs,
couple.
yeah.
We don't have any affairs. Anna's aunts here. No, I don't think because they won't understand the English. So thank goodness. Like so, if I upload any videos on my main channel because I do Korean subtitles, they can understand those. But the live streams, I can just kind of say whatever I want without being like, oh, they're watching this right now. You know?
They might be watching the first 7 minutes of a live stream. You never know if they're that
But they
dedicated.
won't understand. They won't understand.
Oh, they don't understand English, but they watch you still?
No, they watch my main videos because it has Korean subtitles.
It's Korean subtitles.
Yes.
Okay.
That's why I keep doing that, although it takes me so much time. So
The
yeah,
lives
guys, we are
where,
not dating.
Yeah, the
We
actual
are
tease
not
at.
dating. I've been with my boyfriend now for like 2 months and a half. So not dating David.
I'm gonna be smiling every time you talk about your boyfriend now because they're gonna say like, "Oh, he looks
He's
sad.
bitter."
He looks sad and bitter." I was just checking my Bitcoin right now.
How is it doing?
It's doing good.
Oh really?
It's
I haven't checked in a while.
67.5K.
Okay,
It's
I
going
haven't
crazy.
checked in a while.
Bull market's coming, guys.
Please, it's about freaking time.
Yeah.
So how have you been?
Oh, me? Oh, I've been sick.
Sick.
Yeah, sick. No, I'm just kidding. I've been sick, like very, very sick. I had a big fever, and you can hear my throat. Still the aftermath. I got like little changichims, like coughs left. That's why I'm having the medicine, but everything's good. Going to play tennis after this.
That's nice. With who?
My friend. Yeah.
That's nice. That will cheer you up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And but I still have a lot of work to do, but I'm procrastinating, but because I
too.
felt like every time you fall sick, you realize the importance of health.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, so I'm like, I
Health
don't
is wealth.
give an F. Like, you know, I'm just gonna say to the client, I can't deliver it by this time, and then I'm just gonna go play tennis. And
Yeah,
all.
especially if because we're like video formats. If you're saying other people who just do office jobs, you can still do Excel, PowerPoints, and whatnot. But we're on video.
Yeah.
So when I had to do a sponsored video, and I was like, I had COVID, and I was like, yeah, I'm gonna have to delay this like 1 week because there's no way I can come on camera.
That's what I said last week. So.
Michael says, Anna Lee, will you do a bikini vlog again? Will you do a bikini vlog again?
That's random.
I'm sorry, and also like just to touch on like the male fan things.
Yeah.
I always notice if I talk about my boyfriend, and then I always get I think there's slightly salty comments. It must be from male fans. And then it's just always they comment weird stuff like, "Oh, I bet Anna was smashed by her BF last night." they say weird comments like this, and I'm just like, what do you hope to achieve with this comment? You know, what's the point of writing this? And no female writes that sort of comment, but it's always like the men being like, oh yeah, she was busy, she was late because she was being smashed by her boyfriend last night. Stuff like this. I've seen comments like that. I'm just like, first of all, this is so unnecessary, and like, what is the point of what do you hope to achieve with this comment? And yeah, it's just weird to me. And on my YouTube
See, I'm not salty, I'm not sad,
and
I'm not
on
bitter.
this is kind of weird to me, but like, I don't understand why. On my YouTube, I still have a majority female audience. I would say it's like 70-30, right? Which is like ideal, kind of like for whatever. And then I see on my Instagram and TikTok, I don't know if it's because of that, you know, when I did that EDM video, like that 1 minute video with Subini and my friend Winjang, that got like, it got like 20 million views on Instagram and 13 million views on
20 million?
Yeah, it's literally at 20 million.
2천만?
Yeah. 20
What?
million views for that random EDM
You got
video.
2천만
Yeah,
views?
it's on my pinned reels.
What?
Yeah, I don't have no idea. But it's just because that went really I think people just really like that playlist, that EDM playlist.
I have never seen a reel get...
It got so many shares and saves and...
What?
Yeah. I have no idea. So that wasn't of my choosing, you know. I had no idea it was going to get that many views and shares and whatnot. So because of that video, though, I got loads of new people to my account, right?
Holy shit.
And since then, I've checked my analytics, and now my Instagram and my TikTok, it's majority male audience, which is not ideal for me, honestly. In terms of brand deals, like, I'm grateful for whatever follow I have, but when I get asked to do beauty, skincare, brand deals, and then they're like, can you share your analytics? And then they see it's like 60-40 men and women. They're like, oh, that's weird. You know, they're gonna be far less likely to give me, like, work with me in terms of brands, because they're like, we want ideally a majority female audience we can market to. So I have no idea. But it's just like, I feel like Instagram is very fickle. So is TikTok. Like, YouTube subscribers, you can hit subscribe, and then some people just generally forget for like forever. But Instagram is like, there's way more followers, and then unfollows is like way more up and down in terms of stability. So yeah, I have no idea why. Like, I asked my other friends, like, what is your Instagram analytics like? And Subini was like, yeah, mine is like majority, like 70-30 women and men. And I was like, I currently have like 60 men and 40 women. I have no idea why. And it's just like, whenever you see like anyone, those kind of lonely internet guys, they see like a somewhat attractive male on Instagram, they will hit follow, you know. So,
Attractive female.
yeah, exactly. So,
Well, I have 99-1 ratio.
of female to male.
Yeah.
That would be my ideal, David. Swap with me,
Swap.
please.
Yeah.
Swap with me, please.
Yeah.
And I also have another friend called Sienna. She's also a TikToker, like YouTuber. She's on Instagram too. And she was like, she also had majority male audience at the beginning, and then she was testing out different content, and then she has a long-term boyfriend, and then she was like, if I would like suddenly start making videos with my boyfriend, then she would lose extreme followers, because like, especially as she had male audience at the beginning, they're like, we don't want to see you with your boyfriend, and then they would
Sure.
drop followers, and then she's like, okay, I just had to deal with that, because in the end I want to grow female followers, you know, eventually. And now the female followers that follow her is like, actually they like the couple content because it's cute for them.
Yeah.
But the male followers is just like, oh, we hate this, unfollow, bye. Yeah. You see, I need more female
like
followers.
They had a chance from the beginning. Like, did they even have a single chance?
I mean, David,
That looks weird.
He looks like he just peed himself.
Yeah. I'm glad you didn't say something
I mean,
else.
David, you have female fans that think that they can marry you too. So, yeah. I mean, the thing with social media, it becomes very parasocial.
Well,
Yeah,
I guess it's
parasocial.
like me not liking Karina dating Ijebu.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm not that level of delulu
Where
going
you think
out,
like you can actually
like,
get
I'm
married to her.
unfollow. She's dating. She's like, okay, I'll
Yeah, I
bless
think
your
that's
life.
so weird.
Be happy on my behalf.
Yeah.
You're forever gonna be in my heart. I'm just kidding. I'm just
if you
kidding. Okay,
literally-
I'm just kidding.
If you literally follow someone and then just because they're in a relationship, you're like, oh, I'm gonna unfollow, unstan you now. I think you're bizarre.
Nowadays, I feel like for my channel, I guess I've heard from a lot of viewers that they're just listening in the background.
Yeah.
So a lot of them don't see my gestures or expressions or whatever. Maybe I'm monotonous or whatever. but like people seem to just interpret everything word to word. And like whenever I see like, oh, Minji's so attractive, she's so pretty, and then there are so many comments saying like he's creeping over like a 10-year-old different, like 12-year-old difference.
Oh my god! But you've been getting those comments since like DK with Danny as well.
He's probably one of those guys who lurk in the corridor and whatever and try to like.
I'm sorry, but I feel like this is really hypocritical as well, because like guys, like Minji is, first of all, she's not a minor, she's a legal age.
I don't even want to go that route.
No, but I think this is ridiculous when people like, can I on behalf of David, can I just say, like, I find those comments really bizarre. And also, like, I see some of you guys sometimes in our chats that you guys are like, oh, like, I like younger men, like I'm a cougar, like I love a younger man. And it's like, if David were to say the exact same thing, I mean, first of all, like Minji, if he was to say that about like the youngest one, like Hyun, she is a minor, like that is weird. But Minji is a fully grown adult, okay? And even if there's like a what is the age difference between you and Minji?
I don't know, like 12 or something.
Like, it's honest, and it's not like he's being like, oh, like I want to do anything to her. It's just like he was just saying she's really pretty in the face. You're allowed to say that. Yeah, seriously, like I don't understand, and doesn't mean that he's a pedo. He's just saying like, look at her nice facial structures and her, you know, her nice facial beauty. We can all appreciate that. Doesn't mean that he's being a fucking pedo, okay? I just don't understand those comments. I think it's projection. When people write that, I think it's projection. So.
Oh, they themselves think like that? And
maybe.
Okay.
I think it's projection, yeah.
Okay, anyways, yeah. Can't say anything on the internet nowadays, right?
No.
Can't even say a compliment, you know.
Seriously, you don't need to get bothered by those. You can just ignore it because it's
literally... like you don't know the K-pop fandoms, like
yeah, but if you
get clipped or receipted something, like it blows out of proportion.
Yeah,
and
but
then...
David, you can literally just not care because those people are like.
No, once it's small, you don't have.
The K-pop stans,
you don't have to care. But then, like once it gets like 10K likes on Twitter or something, then it gets out of control.
Yeah, but
so
the Twitter is. I'm sorry, but Twitter is a cesspool of the weirdest people. I'm sorry, it is. Twitter is like for crazies.
A pedo. I like how you pronounce that. Pedo.
Let's move on. Okay. We're gonna talk about Riize. We're gonna talk about Jessi, about Jennie. And there was a thing with Hanni. Yeah, there was quite a lot. Okay, let's get into it.
No, because you're late, give me 1 minute of your time.
Okay, I'm sorry.
So we have, of course, the world's best Korean online store in the world, Piroso. Yes. So actually today we got a whopping 10 more orders of our Piroso t-shirt. Oh, what? It's not in the top 10 now? Uh-oh. It's got shoved out. But anyways, we have our own Piroso t-shirt. And the idol group IZX is wearing it right now. It's the group Danny's company produced. Oh. And because of that, I guess their fans are buying our clothes a lot.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
IZX.
So, IZX.
Okay.
Why isn't it? Oh, there it is. Bella and Anna were the models of it. So they're buying a lot of it. We got 10 more orders in the morning. We need to go to the factory and print it out right now. So... yeah, that's really good. So go check this out. We have like different colors over here if you're interested. And then interesting fact, we are making more Piroso exclusive goods and products. Right now we're focusing on like brush strokes and like the beauty of Korean calligraphy and all that. So we're developing a product over there. So go look forward to that. And in the meantime, we have a lot of modern and traditional products you may like. These are the perfect gifts for your friends or people who are interested in Korea, or like home warming gifts and all that. We have tea, grip talks.
Can you give me an ENTJ t-shirt?
ENTJ? I don't think we have ENTJ in stock, but I will try to get one for you. But yeah, and then just to let you guys know, we do have, in the meantime, we have like 한국어, Korean textbooks, learning kits you can purchase on our website. A lot of people have already purchased it with the diary and the learning card, so that's really good. But what I was about to say is you can buy the Hangang books that are on our site, like the...
is this the Nobel?
Yeah, Greek lessons and the white book, and also I think we have the vegetarian. Yes, we have the vegetarian and also human acts. These are all Hangang's books. If you don't know, Hangang is a Korean novelist that recently got awarded the Nobel Literature Award. So you can buy these, but because of immense demand right now, you can't get your hands on any of these books in Korea at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Like in a single day, 1,000,000 copies.
Really?
1,000,000 copies. All stocks were out.
I have not read any of her books.
The factories are on fire right now. So if you order it right now, you will get them at least in like 2 weeks, I think. Like next week, they're saying like they're replacing the supply and
This
stuff.
is the one, yeah.
The vegetarian, all of her books. So yeah, just note that. I would recommend, since the books are pretty cheap and affordable, try to bundle them up with other products you like on our site, and you can use the coupon code KPC to get a 10% discount. And yeah, we have a new.
I want to die, but I want to eat tteokbokki.
Yeah, that's a really nice book. I think RM recommended a lot of books. You know, RM recommended Hangang's books in 2017.
Oh my god.
He is truly a literature boy.
Wow, okay.
Yeah, so okay.
So before we go on, I'd like to do a quick shout out and introduce you to the sponsor of this live stream, Suhouse. Suhouse is the perfect app for anyone exploring Korea or wanting to connect with others who share a similar passion or love for Korean culture. Suhouse offers a variety of free events, tours, and activities throughout Korea, making it easy to meet new people, whether you're a traveler, expat, or local. You can also improve your Korean with exclusive content like quizzes and lessons. You can even chat with native Koreans on the app. Plus, you can even host your own meetups and events. If you're curious about Suhouse, go to Google Play or App Store and just type in Suhouse. You'll see the app install. The interface is really easy and cute. Navigate throughout the app. There are many functions like community discussions, fun cultural events, making friends, group activities, essential Korean phrases, localized travel tips and destinations. You can check out people by their profiles, and you could maybe even get into a romantic relationship. Who knows? Within the app, Suhouse provides information and opportunity for unique Korean travel experiences, and you can also practice and level up your Korean. So join the community, travel with new friends, share experiences with members, and so much more. If you want to see more details, check out the Suhouse official Instagram account, and you'll see real-time updates of what kind of group tours are going around. There was a trip to Jinju, and there's also giveaways and information about K-pop concerts happening in Korea, in this case the Dream concert or the Yeongdongdaero K-pop concert, which happened recently. There was even a recent Chuseok party with the Suhouse participants. So it looks like a really fun and good community. Go check it out for yourselves. Thank you, Suhouse, for sponsoring KPC.
You go?
Yeah.
Okay, so Riize. So they're a boy band made by SM. And there was the flip-flopping back and forth. This member called Seunghan. Was it towards the beginning? Did he even debut with them? I don't even know.
I think he did. Yeah.
He debuted and then he got on a hiatus for a while because he had loads of controversies. Like there were pictures of him, I guess, pre-debut, like making out with his girlfriend at the time and like maybe smoking and those kind of like issues. And then because the fans were like, this is not professional of you when you're at the beginning of your career. This is the thing, like the companies, when you're like Blackpink, BTS level, they really, obviously they can't stop you from dating whoever the F you want.
Yeah.
But when you're at the beginning of your career, you're expected to just focus on training and just work. And it kind of makes sense to me because they've invested all this time and money training you guys and like at the beginning, maybe for the first year or so, just focus on the work and get your career going. That's the mentality. So they're like, that's why they don't want you to be dating around, because it is a distraction. It is taking up your time if you're dating. So
also that, but like to the fandom, they don't want any kind of like smear on the fresh concept of the group that's debuting right now. So they don't want like splash damage to the other members or the reputation.
Yeah.
So it has to be a perfect like debut, but then
perfect debut, no dating, just focusing on work and the fans. That's
at least
like
that's what the fans that are claiming that are against Seunghan's comeback and all that.
Yeah. So he was on a hiatus because all those pictures came up, and then SM, and then they announced a few days ago that he would be returning after a long time.
What the hell is this ad? Oh, it's like I was like, what the hell am I watching?
Anyway, so they announced that he would be returning, and then Korean fans were like, I guess people in Korea, I don't know if they're fans, but I mean, I guess there must be fans.
There are a lot of fans.
Yeah, fans that were like really against it, like just keep the 6 as it is now, because if he was added again, it would be 7. Keep the 6 as it is now. They were running perfectly fine. And then, I guess the international fans are like, no, he needs to be included in the group, like Riize R7, blah blah blah. So So after this few days back and forth, they finally re-announced again he's leaving the group, and he also did like a handwritten letter saying like, I don't want to cause any more trouble towards the group, towards the members. I just don't want to. I think this is the best decision for me to just leave the group cleanly, and just I'm very sorry. I apologize to everybody involved, and yeah, and everyone in Korea. Well, I guess online international fans are being like, this is ridiculous. He didn't do anything apart from smoking, and just like all he did was like date somebody. This is not an issue. Like, why does he have to leave? But I think I got the impression that he was just leaving of his own accord.
No, he's probably being pressured away.
Do you think so?
Yeah, of course.
When I saw the handwritten letter, I could just feel that he was just like, I'm just like really like...
No, he's been through a roller coaster of things, like emotions, and he probably feels guilty because of like the smear the group is getting collectively because of him. And like at that age, when you feel that much of pressure, and like these fans, you can see it with your own eyes, like they're sending like flowers in front of SM Entertainment for him to like like exit the group and stuff. So when you're at that age and you're getting that mental pressure, I feel like everybody would crack, and he just made that decision. And I kind of feel bad for the guy, like despite all his controversies and stuff. And also what you have to notice is that despite like all his moral like iffy controversies or whatever, like it was his private life. It was his private life. And the initial person that leaked it,
who leaked it?
It was this rando on X or Twitter, probably.
It was not his
ex-girlfriend,
right?
And then that person initially leaked the photo of him with like the girl, and initially they said that person said the girl was like underage or something, and that was misinformation. So like the thing just grew out of proportion, blew out of proportion, and it just like made like rumors after rumors which were not true. And then SM back then, I remember they were very like strong against like the random rumors and stuff. They threatened to like sue and all that, but then like other controversies kept on coming. So there was one with he had a leaked Instagram like video or something with TXT Subin. And they were talking amongst themselves or something, and then what he said was a lot in the lines of like, oh, you're being like a music bank MC or whatever, and you're hanging out with our Eunche from Le Seraphim and all that. And fans got mad over that apparently too.
He said 우리
은채 and all that. So fans got mad after that too, and it was like a whole shit show. So like
I had no idea.
One controversy over another controversy. So like I feel like the guy felt pressured by all these fans, like kept keeping on.
Yeah, and I also saw this other thing. So just before they announced his infinite departure from the group, there was apparently something on X where the fan they saw a picture. They said they saw Seunghan, and this allegedly happened on the day of Riize's first fan concert. And him and his friends had likely attended another party earlier, were preparing to continue drinking at someone else's home, and this was the picture they provided, like in a convenience store, I guess. And they bought alcohol. They were with a group of another guy and like two girls, and they're like, the other members are like working really hard right now doing the first concert, and you're just like partying when you're meant to be on hiatus and like meant to be on good behavior mode, but you're just like partying. So I mean, I had no idea about any of this, but now the fact is like he's definitely just like left the group. So like there's no amount of complaining is gonna like bring him back, because SM's not gonna it's official, he's done. So I think it's just best for everyone to just be like,
I mean, to give SM some credit though, like they did their best.
I think they did their best.
They tried their best to
they
like
tried to
bring
the
him
hiatus
back.
was quite long, was it not?
Yeah, it was like 10 months or something. They tried to bring him back, but then that went bad. And I think, as I said in my previous live, like because of the whole, who is it? The other NCT member. I forgot his name.
Lucas?
No. Like the recent.
Tae?
Tae's case right now, very sensitive. Like SM about like contracts and like keeping their
and
artists.
Boys partying with females. I think they're really sensitive about this.
Yeah. So and then I guess the dude was pressured too, and then all of those things aligned, and they're like, okay, you know, like, it's the best decision just to like respect everybody's opinion. Let's just get over with this, and I think that's what happened.
Yeah,
and
I
it's
mean, none of us
unfortunate for
know
him.
what he was doing during his hiatus, what this guy was doing.
Yeah.
Yeah, but now the fact that the matter is he's gone, and now they're gonna continue as a six, which I think is probably just like for the best. Yeah.
I mean, a lot of you guys are like, SM did their best, like did they protect him or whatever, but you gotta see the facts that they tried to bring him back to the group.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
They announced his
that's actual
joining.
action.
Yeah.
And then I guess like afterwards, like when the controversy escalated again, SM didn't really do anything then. But then like how much do you want from a company to like actually?
And then I saw this was in another article. Apparently, it was like people on Blind, the Korean office workers platform.
Yeah.
The SM employees, they were talking about this situation, and they were saying, "Oh, like we were so against him joining, coming back, because the matter of the factor is like the Korean stans, the Korean hardcore, like the girls that follow them around with the cameras." They were all like really against him joining the group because they were like, he's just so unprofessional. All he does is party. He has no respect to the other boys, blah blah blah. So the Korean stans, the major fandoms in the thing, they were like, we don't want him back. And so they're like, the SM employees, they said they're the ones that actually bring us the most money. They actually buy the albums. They buy all the merch. They come to the fan signs. Whereas like, yes, the international fans, they cause a lot of ruckus, but in the end, they don't actually translate into sales. A lot of them is just like they will like watch their video on YouTube, but the Korean stan, those groups, apparently they were like they bring in the most money for us.
I would beg to differ about that because like international fans have volumes, but and their sales are amazing too.
But that's what the SM employee was saying. That's literally what they.
I think what they're trying to say is like if we keep this going, if we keep this whole situation going, reoccurring over and over again, it's going to be like bad for the group as a whole, for like perpetually, you know, like these toxic fans, if you want to call them toxic fans or whatever, apparently they're like Riize fans too. I don't want to even get into this whole mess. Like I'm done with K-pop fandoms and all that shit.
Yeah.
And these dynamics, I couldn't care less, honestly. But as a human to human being, I feel like it's very unfortunate to him. But like in a company's perspective, if you have a shit ton of people protesting every single day in front of your house,
no, you just don't want to deal
and
with
like
this.
getting on the news every single day and like smearing your group and like all that, and you don't know when it's going to end, and it's happened like multiple times over and over, and you got another big shit show going over like in another family in NCT.
Yeah, I think that's also probably a factor. The fact that this recent NCT Tail case is like everyone's like, oh my god, like we cannot have any of our artists like seeing partying in their spare time with girls. Like it's just not a good like look right now, you know.
Yeah. So.
Yeah. But to be honest, I really don't know much about Riize at all.
Yeah.
I think they have a few good songs.
I just feel bad for the guy, and
he's young. He can do so much other stuff. He'll be okay, and he's good-looking boy. He'll be fine.
Yeah, and normally what I see is like a lot of you say international fans, but like you gotta understand international fans also collectively mean Chinese fans as well. And I know that Chinese fans and Chinese fans have it one notch up than Korean fans even too. So
drink some water, David.
Yeah. So anyways, they're very divided. And I'm honestly very exhausted about all this, like, you know, fandoms fighting with each other against the company, and the company like not knowing what to do and stuff. So.
And in the end, we gotta remember these groups, the members in the groups, is a business relationship. Yes, they can be friends, but like at the end, it's a business relationship. The whole point of the group being together is to make money. And if one person is severely disrupting that flow of money, then, you know, stuff has to be done. Yeah.
Well, my point of view is I find it ridiculous. I think like what he did was his private life. It shouldn't have been leaked in the first place. It was a moral issue. It wasn't even like any like sexual harassment or assault or whatever. So it's just like some kind of controversy that happened unfortunately, during the early days, during his rookie years, which the time is time sensitive, and again, like the NCT thing was topped onto that, and everything just became a whole shit show, and it's just very unfortunate to him. SM, I guess you guys don't like that word, but they did what they could. Like they tried to bring him back, but like that got backlash again. So SM's like, until when is this going to die over? And I guess that was their final decision. So it's just very unfair and unfortunate.
They tried.
And I guess if you guys believe that it's unfair, you can keep on protesting about it as well too. Like because they listen to like these toxic fans, that means they listen to their fans to an extent, right? So if you show the volumes of international fans and the traffic and like actual physical whatever influence, then I guess, you know, vice versa, they could listen to you guys as well, and like maybe in a year or whatever after another hiatus he could be brought back. I don't know, but anyways.
Me personally, if I'm just imagining if I were an idol, I think in my first year at least I would just not date at all. Not just because like, oh, the fans like parasocial relationship, I need to, it's just like I would I would just literally just choose to focus on the work and nothing else for that first year of my life. While I'm getting because you like, this is so important. You're like, especially your debut, it's like make it or break it. I would just choose to spend all of my spare time just like laser focused on the work.
I mean, though, like we don't. First of all, we can't date when those pictures were taken, and also the cigarette thing. Like you gotta like.
I think the cigarette thing is dumb.
You can smoke.
Yeah, that's really dumb.
I think the Subin thing is dumb too.
Yeah.
They're just two friends talking amongst each other. He didn't even say anything wrong. Like he said like Uri Uncha, that's it. Like I say my Karina, like it's like Uri Karina, like
that's really dumb.
It's the same thing.
That's really dumb.
And a lot of people were also saying like, oh, you're so full of yourself being the MC and all. That's just bickering among friends and stuff. So all of those controversies were non-controversies in our points of views. But as you say, those toxic fans or more invested fans or Korean fans or Chinese fans or whatever how you want to divide them, in their sights, they're like, oh, this guy is a troublemaker. He's been making controversies over and over and over again and all that. So in there, yeah, so it's just been piling up, and I guess SM caved in, as you guys say. So I don't know.
Okay, let's move to the next news.
Yeah, so yeah, I know that you're frustrated, but like I guess like you can keep on voicing your opinions, and hopefully that will reach the company.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, HyunA got married over the weekend or like over the past.
Didn't she get married like?
No, those were wedding
2
photos.
times. Okay.
But they officially
Oh my
got
god,
married.
these marriages, they need to be like chop and get over with it.
It takes time to plan a
Wow,
wedding.
like
It takes time, okay, David?
the world doesn't revolve around.
You know Joe, he was on our podcast, as in
Yeah.
they got married at this place. It's like a kind of a
did they?
bougie hotel in Seoul.
Wait, did you
It's really beautiful.
did you give me that news? Where is it?
It was
Oh, this
L.
one? Okay.
Yeah, it's called what was the name of this place? 삼청각. Yes. It's a beautiful outdoor venue, and it's like very traditional Korean like roofs and stuff. And she wasn't wearing a traditional wedding dress, as you can see. She was wearing a mini dress with like red flats, very HyunA style. She's not gonna be a typical
they look
bride.
cute. Yeah.
Yeah, she's not gonna be a typical bride. Yeah, it made news because none of her ex 4-minute members came. None of them.
Oh no.
Yeah, I
That's
don't
kinda
think.
sad.
I think they don't like her. I think she has spoken in the past years like she doesn't have any like Yeonhae friends, like celebrity friends.
She has a lot of y'all names here.
She has Wonder Girls.
They're all celebrities. Chokwon is
yeah,
here.
Chokwon, but like the fact that I think she must have had a falling out with her members. It's
Maybe,
kind of
maybe
yeah.
not,
I think also if you're second generation guys, HyunA was originally a part of a group called 4-minute, and she was obviously the star. She was the center. She was. She got the most attention. And I think because of that dynamic, the fact that her and her members don't talk anymore, I think that must have probably been like a factor. Like the fact that she spent years with these girls and none of them came to her wedding, that says volumes, That's a bit sad.
I mean, I'm just like, good for you, girl. Beautiful pictures. I hope you live a happy life.
Yeah, they look happy. Just like let them be happy together.
Yeah, let them be happy. But I feel like we've covered like, oh, she's breaked up, she's like dating someone new, there's controversy over who she's dating someone new, and then she's preparing for her photos, and there's a controversy over that, she's getting canceled on her tours, and then like now like it's her wedding, so like we're following all of her steps, and it's just like,
and like I saw like people commenting being like, so you see, this happens quite often. Like you can date someone for long term, maybe like 6+ years, and be like, oh, that's the person I'm gonna marry, and then it doesn't work out, and then you can meet someone over the next 2 months, and then like get married like pretty quickly, and then they're like, it's all about timing. The person that you think you're gonna marry might not actually be the case, but then the person that you could just meet, and then it could happen like very, very quickly. There's like your person that you're supposed to marry is just like, it's different. So this happened actually in quite a few instances. Even my cousin, I was talking to her about this. She had this boyfriend like during her 20s, like, oh, we were obsessed with each other. Like I spent almost every day with him, and like, but her parents were really against the idea of them getting married. She was with him for like 2 years, because he was kind of like a bum. He didn't really have a job, and like, they were like, no, you're not going to get married to this guy. And then so she was devastated when she had to break up. And then like pretty soon, not long after that, she met her current husband. So she was like, yeah, and it's different when you meet them. So good for them. They should
live a happy life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No more news for HyunA. Like,
unless it's like pregnancy news.
No, I don't want to see, like, I don't want to get a full life update on HyunA. Like, she got pregnant, she got like twins, or she got a new house, or no more HyunA news. Like I don't have anything against her, but like it's like every footstep. Oh.
Wait, hold on my chat it says, Josh says, I married and my ex cheated on me on ... We married for 5 years. I'm so sorry to hear that. I'm so sorry. Yeah, but like I said, even getting married these days is not the end all be all. Jiyeon recently got divorced from her husband. Just the fact that even that, like marriage, you guys know everyone gets divorces these days. Doesn't mean it's like at the end when you get married, honestly. Yeah, so, oh yeah, did we talk about, because it was the finale of Culinary Class Wars. You watched it, right? Yeah. Did you? I personally prefer Edward Lee. I think he's the better, more
everybody
creative
does.
chef. Yeah.
Napoli Mafia got lucky.
Is this David?
Nobody thinks he looks like me.
Okay, he's like,
How the hell?
No, he's fatter than you, but in some aspects, because I think it's really the eyes.
No.
둘이 쌍꺼풀진하니까 it's the eyes.
There is no resemblance at all. He looks like he looks
if
like
David
a
has tattoos and like that
cute
cut
pit bull or something, or yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I watched the finale, and like, I think people were just commenting, like a lot of my friends were saying, yeah, Edward Lee was the better chef, but the producers are never gonna let the white chef win the Peksuja. It's just in terms of the program, they would want the underdog, the black chef underdog to win. They're not gonna let the guy who's already won Iron Chef, already has a massive career, no matter what he did in the final. They're not gonna let the white chef win. It's just for the program itself. They're not gonna let that happen. But they're already making season 2 is gonna come out next year. So because it's becomes that popular.
Yeah. So what's this news? Like reservations for the restaurant?
Yeah, because in Korea, guys, this is a tip. If you want to come to Korea and you want to try booking any of the nice restaurants, there's an app called Catch Table. You can that's like our booking app, and it because he's Napoli Mafia, he's the winner, and he has a pasta bar in Yongsan. The app, it was over like 15,000 people on it at the same time trying to get it, because his reservation slot only opened at like this one morning, and so
it says 110,000 users attempted.
Oh, okay, no, it was 110. So those amount of users completely crashed the app. I tried as well. Like it didn't. I was just like, yeah, this is no way this is happening. And they're trying to obviously crack down on bots and scalpers. I saw already like a Chinese website they bought tickets using like bots, and they're trying to sell them off. And he replied on his Instagram, he's like, if I ever see anyone using buying these tickets, buying these slots to sell them at a profit, you're gonna get blocked from the app and from the restaurant, like for good. So don't even try to make money. And obviously his tiramisu that he made in the competition, they're now selling it on our convenience store, CU. And now even you have to pre-book to buy the tiramisu, and it's a competition there as well. It's just like Korea's insane.
Yeah, I feel like they're insane to some extent. Like whenever there's hype or clout, so many people just like clout chase.
Yeah.
And you were amongst them.
But for me, I'm a content creator, and like I know the Culinary Class Wars is a hot, like, he's annoying me today.
I'm at Napoli Mafia place today.
I'm a content creator.
I'm a content creator. So today this is his
But
pasta.
for the normies who are just gonna go there.
Normies? Oh my god. I'm different. Flick.
I need to make the content to provide to the global audience, because I get a lot of people, especially from overseas, like, Anna, how do I book when I come to Seoul? How do I book these restaurants? So, but I tried, but I don't think, like, I'm just gonna give up for the time being. I think I'll go next year. There's no way I can get a reservation.
And I feel bad for those folks, like, following these Visit Korea accounts, and they're like, oh, these are all the places you can go visit, like, the chefs on Culinary Class Wars, and they have all the spots there, and everyone in the comments are like, oh, definitely gonna check it out next week on my trip, and I'm like,
that's not gonna happen.
That's not gonna happen. Like, don't waste your time.
Yeah.
And I would at least appreciate those posters to say, like, there's a high possibility you cannot visit like these places within like this year.
Yeah, this year.
But they're like,
but there are plenty of other nice Michelin restaurants or whatever that it wasn't on the show.
Yeah.
But the ones that you saw on the show and you want to try and go, and you're coming to Korea within the next month, the reservations are fully booked for the next 2 months out. People have
this
already
year,
for the rest of the year. I think nobody, unless people cancel and you get put on the wait list for the cancelled slots. Yeah, it's not gonna happen.
I'm not even gonna try.
Yeah, it's just not. Yeah.
When time passes, there's gonna be a time where nobody.
Yeah, but my greed as a content creator is like, I want to still get in there somewhat quickly before the hype dies down.
I saw this girl, this content creator that went. Went all the way to Hong Kong to go to Mosu just because of Ansamjin.
Wow.
And she forgot to book.
What?
Yeah, she forgot to book the restaurant, and she thought she could get in like without a reservation.
She's stupid. I'm sorry.
And she's like, oh, I'm going to Hong Kong, and then like she vlogged all herself like going to Hong Kong, and then
how is that even possible?
In front of the place, she's like, why is there a line here? I thought there would be no line because it's Hong Kong. But apparently, like, even in Hong Kong, people are flocking to
She's stupid.
Stupid.
You can't just walk into a Michelin-star restaurant and just be like, hey, let me get a seat. Like, that's not gonna happen.
I mean, I guess she thought, like, she could wait or something, walk-ins, but, like...
Wait, Josh Lee says, I'm a content creator, but I have a boyfriend, lol. Am I not allowed to have a boyfriend if I'm a content creator?
Yes.
I'm not a...
If you're a professional content creator, you shouldn't
It's like an idol.
Yeah, you're like
I'm
an idol. It's
member.
moral hazard. Think about your fans that are supporting
Think about the
you.
Fans
That's not responsible behavior. Of course. Like, they look up to you. They want, like, intimacy with you, and they're giving your time. How dare you betray them by dating? You should be exiled from KPC Live.
Let me go on hiatus.
Yeah.
And repent for my sins.
Yeah. Your contract is terminated now.
Anyway.
Doll Baby, thank you for the $5 to deliberately say definitely don't look like David. Okay, keep saying he looks like me. Okay? Please.
You see, I helped you out.
Yeah, like, Napoli Mafia, does he look like me?
I think in some, it's the eyes, guys. It's the eyes. Anyway, next topic.
Wait. Can I check if I got some super chats? Like, I think you probably did too. Simpleton Crawls, I'm sorry I missed your super chat before. My alarm stopped working a few months ago. I have a OnePlus 11 5G. I had to download Alarmy.
Yeah, see, everyone's recommending Alarmy.
And get a physical clock from Walmart. Phones are fucking up.
Okay, so I've now downloaded Alarmy because everyone was recommending it on Reddit. So now I'll try it, and hopefully next week I won't oversleep. But thank you. David stays single for the fans. that's
yeah. I'm eternally single, guys. I'm a pro.
Anyway, next news. I thought this was quite shocking.
What?
The comedian.
Oh yeah.
So I don't even know who this guy is.
He's from Knowing Bros.
I don't watch it that much.
I don't watch it that much either, but I just know him from there.
Okay, so he's a famous Korean comedian, he borrowed loads of money from celebrities because he's like online gambling. I don't know what he's doing in terms of games, but and one of them includes BTS's Jimin and Lee Soo-gun, and there was actually, it gives us the numbers. So they're now preparing. Some people are preparing to file fraud charges and seek legal action. His agency is SMCNC, has remained largely silent, and he has cancelled a scheduled appearance. And so Jimin was approached by Lee Jin-ho in 2022 and lent him 100 million Korean won, which is 73K, which is like, are they even friends? Like, how does this even happen? Like, this was so shocking to me. And he was expecting it to be repaid within a week. Though Jimin generously extended the repayment period, he failed to fulfill his obligations. So other notable victims include Lee Soo-gun. He's a very famous thing. He lost tens of millions of Korean won.
He was a past gambler too, so.
Yeah. But this is insane. Like, is he even? How did he even approach Jimin? Like, is he even like Fred? Like, this is shocking to me.
I don't know. Like, he might have connections. There's also Ha Sung-woon, and there was Young Tak too. So he knows a lot of celebrities, yeah.
Yeah, so he exploited his connections with celebrities to borrow money, leaving his victims facing tax issues and heavy financial burdens. This has sparked outrage, especially as he continued to appear in projects despite his mounting debts. He issued a statement on social media admitting to his gambling addiction and expressing remorse for his actions. He claimed to have stopped gambling and vowed to repay his debts, though many major victims have yet to receive any compensation.
I don't understand, like, you know, not to victim blame or anything, but like, why would you lend someone that amount of money? Like, you know, 73K isn't.
Because it's Jim, and he can't afford to lend. But it's like,
I'm sure Jimin can.
Yeah.
But like, for some of the like a little bit less popular celebrities, it's still a lot of money.
Yeah.
And like, there's a saying, like, you never even lend money. You don't do money transactions even
with
between
your friends, yeah,
and stuff.
You should like not do that.
Yeah, nobody should do that, and that's like just the golden rule. But I don't understand like what they see in him so much that they could go out of their way to give him 73K. And probably the celebrity society is like a closed one, so rumor gets out like he's lending money from this person. That there was a whole list of people who he lent from, and probably they know each other. And the word is out that he's lending money like crazy.
But the fact that if Jimin said you have to repay this in a week, and they even had a written agreement, that kind of suggests to me he didn't have much faith.
Yeah, of course. I mean,
like,
even if you have faith, I think it's good to have like a written agreement.
Yeah, but to be like, you have to bring this money back to me within 1 week.
Yeah. I wonder if he was actually like upfront about, I did gambling, I need money to like, you know, pay back the debt or something.
Of course not. But who would lend him money if he said, no, I have a gambling addiction?
Yeah. Probably he said
he probably
for
did a sob
business
story. My family's really sick. I'm just going through a tough time. Please, like, if you just help me out this one time, I'll pay it back within, you know, with interest, blah, blah, blah. That's how people ask for money.
I think he did baccarat.
We don't know what kind of online gambling he did, but honestly, I was shocked at this news.
I'm 100% baccarat. Because like the psychology is baccarat is 50-50, and you can double your money. So he's like, this time I'll double it and give it back to them. This time, and then it got bigger and bigger. Apparently he lent 23억 in total.
What?
That's like,
he borrowed, you mean?
Yeah.
Lended, Jimin is a loan shark. No! And this is nothing negative to do with Jimin. All Jimin did was help out a person in need. He is not being a loan shark, or he's not trying to earn interest from lending money to people. Do not get this twisted. What the fuck? All he did was like try to help someone who needed money in a time of greed. Jimin has enough money. He does not need to be a freaking loan shark. He does not need to make money this way, you know?
Yeah.
And I had the thought, like, the BTS boys must get approached so much about this kind of thing. When people know you have that level of money, every day people are probably hitting them up, being like, "Can you please help me out with this? Can you please invest in this? I just need money for some project."
Get so tired.
It must. Like, apparently Ed Sheeran, for this reason, he just like lives without a phone. He only has his iPad, and he was like, "Reach me on email," but he was like, "I just don't want to have people calling me all the time." So Ed Sheeran doesn't have a phone. Yeah, it must get so annoying. I
mean, I'm not even talking about Jimin here. Like, for Jimin, we could say like he has loads of money, so like 73K, it would be like
nothing,
okay. I mean, it's not nothing at the end, but like it's like, okay, like I know you, we do a contract and give it back, let's be ironclad about that. But for the other dudes, like, I don't like producers and executives
Yeah.
and all that. Like, why would you lend someone 73K? Like, I don't think I could lend you or Danny 73.
No, I think Jimin was the only one that lent 73K. The
No,
others,
no, the others are similar
Really?
amounts too. Yeah, yeah. A lot of other people had a lot of yeah, from what I saw. Anyways,
Jinja? Okay. Wow.
that's a lot of money.
Yeah, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Don't do that. And yeah, do you guys have you ever done like lending money to friends? Have you ever done that kind of thing, or have you ever been asked to lend people money? Have you been approached by friends or your inner circle be like, David, I'm really like, I'll repay you, can you? Because people
no.
always say like you should not like lend money between friends unless they say if you're willing to lend money, be willing to lend the amount that you're willing to just like lose and never get back, because there is a chance that they could never repay it back. So only give the amount that you're comfortable with just like giving away.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, that should be the rule. But then just don't lend it in the first place. Like, don't give
Yeah.
it away in the first place.
Yeah. So has that ever happened to you? People asking to borrow money?
I don't think I would. Like, if it was in like the maybe hundreds, I would. Like, someone said like $500 or something. I'm starving. Like, I don't have money to pay my rent or something. Or
Yeah.
if it was that, I would. But like in the thousands and ten thousands, like I wouldn't. No.
I mean, with family members, you can definitely like just like
Not even family members. Like my
Really?
direct family, like my dad, my mom, and my grandma, okay. But then, like my aunts or
I
my
mean
uncle,
direct family,
no,
direct family.
no,
Yeah.
or my cousin, no.
He's been burned.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah, direct family for sure. But I was recently asked by not a family member, just like a acquaintance to lend money. So yeah, when it's like when I get asked, I was like taken aback. Honestly, I was like, because it makes you uncomfortable. Because if you just like straight up like no.
Yeah, the
Like-
thing about like loaning money to a person is you become somewhat Guilty.
I feel guilt. I felt
when you're
guilty.
trying to get your money back.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah. Yeah. So okay. Anyway, next year.
Yeah.
Um,
If you ever want to loan money from me, I'll give you like up to 73K with a 10% interest rate. We can write a contract, and if you
David's gonna become a loan
and you'll
shark.
have a monthly plan to pay at least that interest rate back to me every single month,
Mental
and I will
note.
happily give you 73K.
Mental
okay?
note to myself: never ask David for
Yeah.
money.
Yeah. The interest rate is perpetual, so the earlier you repay me, the better.
Oh wait, people are saying I lent money to my friend, but he returned money before time. That's good. I've never been asked. If it's a small amount, I'll not expecting not to get it back. If I gave birth to you, I'll be more generous. If I gave birth to you, I'll be more generous. As in, if you're my kid, yeah. My dad just like it's not even like I think Asian parents, they'll just like give you money. Like obviously like not like 73K, but just like small amounts here and there. That's not like lending. It's just like they just give you money. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So-
yeah, if you ever need money, hit me up. I'm
Mental
better than
note to self:
I'm better
never
than loan
ask
sharks,
David
yeah.
for money.
I'm a Jew.
Okay. Jennie, did you hear her new song? Did you hear Jennie's new song?
Mantra?
Mantra.
Yeah.
What did you think of the song?
It was good.
Yeah, I think
It's
I
okay.
like it. It's everyone's saying it's
It's
short.
very poppy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If I can speak frankly, out of all the Blackpink girls, I think that's just purely based on the music, the solo songs, I like Riize and probably Jennie's songs the most.
Yeah.
In front of the solo projects.
Yeah.
I think Lisa deserves better songs. I don't think Lisa has the best songs given to her in terms of her solo songs. But
They were good.
what is your favorite Lisa solo?
Rockstar.
Oh no, that was like probably my least favorite one.
It was
I think
okay.
The New Woman was the best Lisa song. Do you know why? Because Max Martin produced that song. That's New Woman is by far her best song. But any of her most recent releases like Moonlight or I really didn't like Rockstar. I think the producers need to give her better songs.
Okay.
Anyway, Jennie, I saw this on Instagram. whenever she was posting her new content for promoting her new song, I went to the comment section. People are like, she's so westernized. She's so naked all the time. Like, what's happened to her? This is so inappropriate. Why is her ass out all the time? Like, she can just like put it away and all this stuff.
Why are people?
She's too westernized. She's too much like sucking up to white people. This kind of comments. Yeah, what do you guys think?
It's I don't know, like
I think the
I do see like her outfits are getting shorter and shorter.
Yeah, but she's almost 32 at this point.
It's not even that problem. Like, it's not even about age. It's just like a fashion style. It's
and I think she likes this kind of style.
Yeah.
People are like, oh, why are they dressing her like this? It's like, do you think Jennie doesn't have any control of her wardrobe? I think she likes these sorts of clothes. She's wearing it. She's not going to be forced to wear anything she doesn't like. You know what I mean?
Fans debate whether Jennie's outfits are too provocative, lady.
But I genuinely did see those comments on Instagram from people complaining. They're like,
There's
cover yourself up.
There's always people complaining.
Yeah.
I mean, like, these outfits have been pretty common in the pop scene for a while.
When Blackpink goes on tour, they wear outfits like this.
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, you can see some butt there, but so what?
So what?
It's a swimsuit. It's a bikini. Like, it's the same thing.
Like she said, it was freaking hot in LA that day when they filmed it. The whole song is about her being in LA and it's hot there. So.
Okay, like a lot of people are just triggered over like underwear.
But HyunA has been doing this since like 2012.
Yeah, like
this is nothing new.
It's just people that just want to nitpick.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's just people from different cultures with like conservative things, because like I've seen people from certain cultures that are
I guess
not
if you're
like
from a Muslim country,
well
it will make
accustomed
sense that you're gonna criticize.
that stuff. So
yeah.
Anyways,
they all need to eat at least one more sandwich per day. They look skeletal.
yeah. The comments are saying, I think she's been exposing too much ever since she started her own agency. It's not like she wears that because she's told to. She probably wears it because she wants to.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I think people are mad that she's hot. I guess I understand if you're from a Muslim country, then it will seem shocking to you.
And even some like conservative Koreans.
But she's not catering to those.
Yeah.
That's not her audience.
Oh, I got a super chat. Yes. Hi, David the Jew. Joke I made earlier is it considered inappropriate? Just wanted to let you know. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Oh.
Yeah. What did I say? Oh, about the money.
Say?
Oh, okay. I'm sorry about that. If it was offensive in any way. Yeah. Koreans just know Jews as like very well money-making rulers of the world. Like from Talmud and all that. So, yeah, like whenever something's related to earning money, Koreans refer to Yudain. Like, and I didn't mean it in any offensive term, but I learned something new, so thanks for pointing that out. Yeah.
Okay. Hanni?
Hanni. Oh, it's probably the big. I'm not ready for this, honestly, because I see the surge of viewers right now in the studio tab, and
but we have to address it.
How many people are watching yours right now?
322.
Is that above the normal average?
No, I've been losing. They're all going to your channel these days.
Did you put NewJeans in the title?
I don't think so.
Because there are 600 people in the chat right now.
I put Jessi and Jennie.
Oh.
Okay, we have to address it though. So.
Okay. Let's go.
It was a Hybe audit, right? It was a Hybe audit.
It wasn't like a Hybe audit per se. It was something about like labor laws and stuff like that.
Or workplace.
Employment and labor, yeah. That was like
workplace bullying during a parliamentary audit.
Yeah, and Hybe was one of the big like companies that were summoned there. So it was part of that. Yeah.
So she was called to as a witness, as a reference, and Kim Joo-young, the CEO of Adore, of Hybe, of Adore and Hype, he was called as a witness. The session focused on idol bullying and workplace harassment, making Hanni as the first K-pop idol to attend a parliamentary audit. So you know when NewJeans did their live stream and she addressed this, she was like, I was walking and like another female group, they're walking with their manager, and then she heard the manager saying to the girls like, just ignore her, don't talk to her.
It was the same thing over again. Like she just said.
Yeah, she was just explaining that what happened exactly. So they said.
And apparently the manager was from B-Lift Lab, so
yes.
a lot of people are speculating it would be Eyelid's manager. Yeah.
So she was in the hallway where they did their hair and makeup. She was in the hallway, and then 3 members of another team passed by. A female manager walked by. I had greeted the members well, and about 5 to 10 minutes later, the same people came back. The manager made eye contact with me and told the members following her, just ignore her, 不许黑. I didn't understand why this had to happen, but this issue wasn't a one-time occurrence. If I didn't come forward, it would have been quietly overlooked. And then she was like, they were trying to get the CCTV footage of this exact incident, and then for some reason it was erased out of the blue. Like they only that part. Yeah. Like they showed her like them bowing to each other, but the fact that way they were like bushy hair, it was conveniently erased from the planet. So. Yeah, there was also the issue with the manager I mentioned earlier. Recently, I saw employees bad-mouthing NewJeans on an app called Blind. I also heard a recording of a PR team director from the company trying to undermine our success in Japan through reverse viral marketing. When I first told CEO Kim about the situation, she said there was no evidence. She also mentioned that there was CCTV footage, but it only showed me greeting people. So she was saying that it got deleted. And then the CEO explained, the first report I received on this matter was on June 13th through the artist's parents. I requested the CCTV footage to protect the artist. Unfortunately, the storage period had expired by the time I made the request. I also checked if the footage could be restored. Regrettably, the claims from both sides conflict with each other and the situation remains unclear. I believe everything Hanni has said, but I made efforts to find supporting evidence, but unfortunately I haven't been able to find anything yet. She explained that the manager involved was from another label and added that Hype emphasizes mutual respect in its organizational culture, regularly holding training sessions to ensure respectful collaboration. But to be fair though, I'm sorry, but the Eyelid creative team, they have been going off on each other on Instagram stories. It's already so clear that there's no respect. Yeah. So that's what's happened. And then you sent some news that the people in parliament, they were just taking pictures of Hanni.
Yeah.
They were not focused on the meeting, but just taking pictures of her.
The whole audit or whatever you call it, it was quite a show, I guess.
Yes.
I mean, Hanni is a celebrity, so I would understand why these members are trying to take pictures and stuff. There was another group, I think it was HyunA or somewhere, this other businessman that was there, and there was a huge incident in his company. 5 people died from a fire or something, and he was summoned to get investigated on, questioned on that. But then he was taking a selfie with Hanni there, smiling and all that. So that was a big controversy. I saw not the whole thing, but I saw the highlights. Clips on YouTube of her talking, and I kind of felt bad for her because she was struggling a lot to speaking Korean. It would have been better if she had a translator or something. But I guess she had some capacity to actually deliver her thoughts, so that was brave to do. But at the same time, I wasn't expecting any tea or anything, but I was expecting at least something more concrete or evidence
but it
or
was
something.
Basically stuff we already know.
It was a recap. It was a recap of the live stream, and it was just a different setting.
But if she was just summoned to speak at the place, there's nothing she can.
Exactly.
She can't fabricate extra information.
And then the difference was we got the response from Adore's CEO Kim Joo-young, so I guess that was the difference. But nothing really significant came out of that as well. And then, quite honestly, if they're I'm just very careful about this issue, but if there's bullying in a company, it should be addressed, and that's definitely not good. But if it's only about someone not greeting you and saying oh ignore her. But then there's like no proof, which is also iffy too. Like, and of course there might be tons of reasons. It might be deleted by protocol or whatever. But like people are saying like it's suspicious that the only early like the front part existed and all that. But anyways, you know, I felt like the parliament. This should have been like internal affairs. You know, this shouldn't have surfaced up to, you know, the level of.
But who decides them to? Is it the parliament that brings?
Yeah,
saying you have to come?
Yeah.
So that's something they can do then. If you're summoned, you have to go. Like.
Yeah, so I guess, but a lot of Koreans are saying on the internet, of course, like the fans are supporting her a lot. NewJeans fans are supporting her, but basically a lot of people are saying, oh, it was a non-issue. I mean, it is an issue to an extent because bullying and that should be overlooked in the grand scheme of things and in the line of like all the other companies that were summoned to and in the grand scheme of like talking about labor and employment and all that. That's very important in our society. But then this issue, like how much spotlight was put onto it, but what actually got revealed, like, oh, it was the same thing and it was just about like ignore her, that one line that got us to this, like.
Yeah, but like I said, like, she was just summoned there and she can't make up any extra information.
Yeah, that's true.
Just to tell a story.
That's
like
true.
that's
That's
just
true.
said what happened again.
Yeah, I feel like, you know, she couldn't do anything, and also the parliament or the assembly, they wanted spotlight on this too, and you know there were multiple.
I'm honestly so
dynamics.
sick and tired of talking about this whole like NewJeans hype. I'm so done with this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So. Anyways,
Next
I feel bad for her though. Like I have conflicted opinions. Like at the same time, you know, as you said, she was summoned and she wasn't fluent in English, Korean, and she tried her best to be very organized and clear and polite, TPO, all of that. So she nailed it, and she even got emotional in between.
She cried apparently. Yeah.
She cried. So I must imagine like there is something actually going on because like, you know, like she's the actual victim. We can't really represent her feelings or like talk on behalf of her. So if she feels that pressured and bullied and there's something, a weird atmosphere going on inside Hype, then that should be validated too. But then like, you know, the level of spotlight this is catching up in the news and everybody talking about it, and if you see the actual essence of it, you know, so it's just very
Let's move on to Jessi.
yeah.
There's also made news. I'm not really sure what happened, but from what I can gather, they were out in like Jessi and her group of people. They were in like Apgujeong maybe. A fan came up to her. That's Jessi in the white top and jeans, and a fan I guess came up to her and asked for a photo. It's an 18-year-old boy. Okay, yeah, 18-year-old. He approached Jessi to ask for a photo, and she and her acquaintance were in an alley in Apgujeong. Yeah. The alleged victim claimed a male member of Jessi's party blocked him and swore at him in English, and Jessi intervened, apologized, and declined the photo request because sometimes celebrities just don't want to take a picture that day. That's fine. However, according to the victim, another man approached and suddenly assaulted him. Let's watch.
Is this gonna get copyright?
Just don't play without sound.
Okay. Yeah, they were just having a fun night, and then a fan approached
and then this
her.
guy in the back
Yeah, and then the guy in the back
just
started
takes a swing,
punching him because he asked for a selfie and all.
which is obviously not an appropriate
And
reaction.
I think what's happening here is like Jessi's like, oh, you know, like
leave him alone.
And stuff, and then it happened, and Jessi's like, oh, I'm done with this, you know, like
she just walked away. Basically.
I can't be like, you know.
So once she saw the swinging, she just like kind of just like looked, and then she just like walked away because she's like, what the fuck? That was her reaction. And so basically the victim is saying like, how can you, like, I'm a fan of you, and how can you just leave me when you're part of your entourage is like taking swings at me? Shouldn't you have done something more than just like walk away? And so basically Jessi issued an apology being like, I'm so sorry, like I should have done more, but I just like freaked out in the moment.
I would freak out too. That was a human reaction.
Yeah.
But then if you think about your status and you know, like you were the one that the fan approached initially. Yeah. So it would have been a little bit more, you know, it would have been better if she stayed and did some control, you know, like, why are you doing like that?
Yeah.
I guess if the man was just too agitated, she can't physically barricade him or anything. But then, you know, she could have just stood by and like protected the fan for a bit. But then walking away came in a little bit of a bad light.
So the fan, the victim, said someone was being hit, and I don't know if Jessi ran away to avoid involvement, but I was really let down. Even in the video, she just stood by, and as a fan, it was quite disappointing. After hearing the victim's account, police found Jessi and her party at a bar nearby, but the assailant was not present. They said they don't know where the guy who did the hitting. They said they don't know where he was. The victim's mother visited Jessi's agency and learned that the assailant was not connected to Jessi, but a Chinese acquaintance of a producer close to her. The victim filed a report, blah blah blah, and then her label said she's not involved, and then she later issued an apology, like I said. So yeah, this was quite a I saw this like going around in Korean social media and stuff, and people were just like, saying she should have done more and this kind of thing. Yeah,
I kind of agree too. Like, you know, you can take many approaches in that. I think it's not wrong for her to try to avoid the situation.
Yeah.
Because she knows like what she's getting into, and this doesn't look good, and then she could have freaked out too, like, oh no, what do I have to do, or something like that. That is totally human, but at the same time, a little bit of a more mature approach would be like stick around and then try to like, you know, mediate, because you are the celebrity in that spot, and that's the reason the guy came. So like, be like, why are you like physically like, you know, punching him and stuff? Stop. Yeah. She could have done that a little bit, and that would have been way better.
I mean, that guy who was taking swings, like, that is not an appropriate reaction to suddenly just start hitting someone just because they.
Yeah, that guy's crazy.
That guy is insane. So obviously he's the wrong one here. But also, I think there is when fans, like, obviously you can try to ask people for photos, but you shouldn't get disappointed when they say no. I also, like, this is a separate issue apart from this subject. I just had this thought recently, because there was another video of Jennie when she was in Paris like 2 weeks ago, and some fans were waiting out, like French fans were waiting for her outside of the shop, and she was just coming out of the shop with her bodyguard and then just like going into her car, and then because they had been waiting for a while, when she was walking just towards the car, she just waved at them, but she was like, they're like, are you serious right now? Are you serious? You're not gonna take a photo with us? Are you serious, Jennie? They were behaving like this, so she felt really bad, so she like came back, and she was just like, and I was just like,
there's no fault in her refusing the photo.
If you're a celebrity, you have a right to not want to take a photo on a certain day. And the same part, I saw another person talking about this. They were at some bar. Jason Momoa was also at this bar, and then he went outside to like talk to his wife on the phone, and then like a group of people had started forming, and they were like, oh, can you take this picture of us? And then he was just like, yeah, okay, I'm just like on the phone to my wife. And then like the person that apparently was like the girl apparently was like asking him for a photo, went back inside, and then the guy, her boyfriend, came out. He's like, oh my god, my girlfriend's such a fan of you, how can you be so rude to her? Like, people act so fucking entitled when they're not obligated to give you a photo if they don't want to.
Yeah.
It's seriously ridiculous. Like that. Like, when you're a famous person, people just treat you like almost like animals sometimes. They're just like, you owe me this.
Yeah,
like,
but we're not talking about this guy though.
No, this
he backed off.
Yeah. This is not, the Jessi incident is like out of my mind now. But I just had this thought recently about fans being super entitled. When technically, to the celebrity's point of view, you're a stranger to them, complete stranger. They don't know you. Yeah. They don't owe you anything technically.
I mean, if you're a fan, they support you. So.
But as a fan. If
you're not entitled to anything.
Yeah, if as a fan and the celebrity says, no, I'm really sorry, then you should just be gracious and just like be like, okay, yeah, and then walk away. Yeah. But you can't just be like, are you serious right now? I'm not going to unstand because you didn't take a photo of me. Like, no, seriously, it's just insane behavior. Yeah.
I feel bad for the guy because, like, you know, he didn't get vindicated at the end. Like, he couldn't even find the dude. Apparently, if the dude's like Chinese or something, and he left the country or something, and Jessi doesn't know him. So, like, I feel bad for that, and this has become like a Korean versus foreigner issue too among the Korean society and the forums. It's like the Korean police or the justice system won't do justice for a Korean citizen who got assaulted by a foreigner, and they're not doing their best to actually reveal his identity or whatever. The process has been very slow, and they should push Jessi to like give his information out, no matter, like, Jessi probably has all the means to like connect to this guy if she really wanted to, and all blah 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 blah, and that's all going out, and so I think it's escalated and it's gone down a bit, but this definitely kind of took a bad hit on Jessi's reputation.
Yeah.
All in all, and yeah.
I also saw when it was the finale for the Culinary Class Wars, I saw like this is international fans commenting, people be like, oh yeah, of course Edward Lee didn't win because Koreans are never going to let a foreigner win. And I was like, he's literally Korean.
Yeah, he's Korean
He's
American.
Korean. Yeah. But he's Korean by blood. He's Korean like in ethnicity, and he's by blood Korean. And they were like, oh yeah, Korean people will never let a foreigner win the show. I was just like, this is so
Yeah, that's
dumb.
kind of
That's dumb.
delulu.
Yeah.
Wait, I think I got a super chat before. Living Sweetly, thank you for the 20. 현재 프로젝트 1945 진행 중. What?
This is Google Translate.
어떻게든 생트집 잡아서 하이브를 악마화 시키는 중. 위약금 안 내고 전속 계약 해지하고 나가려는 게 목적. 포닝 따로 할 때부터 시작했다고 본다. No, that's not Google Translate.
Are you Korean, Living Sweetly?
I think so.
wow.
Project. I don't know what Project 1945 is. Maybe that's NewJeans or whatever. But to translate this, she's saying,
What's 1945?
It's probably it's like NewJeans like project or whatever, like the scheme or whatever.
Okay.
The super chat saying, they're trying to make any kind of excuse to make Hybe demonized, and exit Hybe without paying the what do you call it? The charges, the cancellation of contract, and she saw like this happening ever since they had their own phoning app and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just not that invested in the NewJeans thing anymore, and
No.
you know, at this point all I can say is like we'll just see the outcome of the law and the whole thing, whether they exit the group or not. We can't really go inside and see, like, speculate what's happening in the insides. There's limited information, so I'm not gonna be the judge on that, but you guys are free to think whatever you want to think, and yeah, time will tell. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Let's talk about this streamer person.
Okay.
So this guy, apparently his name is Johnny Somali, and he's like one of those. He's kind of like a Logan Paul level of troll.
Really?
Like he goes to countries. He did this in Japan. He does the most outrageous things on YouTube stream to get views. So he was at a Korean convenience store causing ruckus, and he was calling the lady like Chinese bitch.
What?
Yeah, he was being very rude. It's just people been doing idiot stuff for the stream. I can't believe, like, why do people like this sort of content? But anyway, yeah, he was saying, I did not drink it, you stupid bitch. Fuck you, Chinese ass bitch. And this kind of stuff, like, doesn't it boil your blood when people are like rude to elders? And he also did other outrageous stuff when he was in Korea.
Wow.
Yeah, he's a tool. So yeah, people on Reddit, like on the forum, being like, "Oh, he's so embarrassing." I don't know
What?
where he's from.
What the fuck?
He was like throwing away ramen noodles on the table. He needs to be put in jail, honestly. So disrespectful.
What?
I honestly don't know where he's from, but jail. Isn't it embarrassing to behave like this as a full-grown adult?
He just called her a stupid ass bitch.
Yeah. And people giving him super chats and shit on stream. Okay, so let me talk about some of the other, turn off the sound. Some of the other stuff that he did while he was in Korea. He got previously arrested in Japan for doing similar antics. So he was including the Statue of Peace, which is a symbol of the comfort women. Isn't this in Itaewon? The statue of the lady.
There's multiple.
Yeah. Right? And so he was going up to them and he was like kissing them, which is obviously not appropriate. And because comfort women, basically, if you guys don't know, they were like women forced into sexual slavery for the Japanese soldiers during the war, and the statues are there to like commemorate their like, you know, what happened to them and stuff. During the live stream, he claimed Japan hates these things. I love Korea. And, like, he's just being a massive troll. In another incident, he played explicit sounds on a subway, pretending it was an accident, and appeared embarrassed when the sounds were heard. He was also reportedly ejected from a bus from loudly playing North Korean music and was confronted by police for causing a disturbance at an amusement park. So this guy is just a tool, basically. And he just gets off on like gaining controversial attention. So yeah, he was playing obese audio on the subway.
I think for these kind of guys, they should be
jailed
and also deported,
and they should just be clicked off YouTube or whatever platform, like, because it encourages this behavior.
Immigration should not accept this guy.
Yeah,
again.
for sure.
Yeah,
I think from Japan, he's probably blocked from doing this kind of thing. But when you're just causing ruckus and you're like causing harm to elders, and he literally gets off on this kind of attention grabbing behavior. You know,
I think he's mentally ill.
Where is he from? Let's look this up. Johnny's.
That doesn't even matter. Yeah. Wherever he's from, he's just like a sick individual, and
he's 24, born in 2000. He's American. I'm sorry, guys. He's American. He was born in Arizona. He graduated with a Bachelor of Science in Finance. He mostly streams himself on video streaming such as YouTube and Kick as a tourist traveling in different countries, in particular Japan, Thailand, and Israel. After being... he was banned from Twitch. He moved to Kick before receiving temporary suspensions from Kick. He was banned on Kick in May 2024 and attempted to persuade Twitch into unbanning him. He currently streams on Rumble. Okay, so I don't think he can stream on YouTube with this content. You will get banned, I think. So let's see, what are some of his past controversies? During his travels to Japan, he made anti-Japanese taunts towards the Japanese people there, which include comments about the bombing of Hiroshima and Nagasaki, and threats of bombing Japan with nuclear weapons when he was on a train. Oh my god. Yeah, he's just the idiot of the tallest order. And if you watch and consume this kind of content, I'm slightly concerned for you.
Yeah. Actually, the Yakuza kicked him out of their territory in Japan.
Oh, wow.
That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Living Sweetly. Yeah, I wish we had our own version of Yakuza.
Oh wow, okay, look. He came for army. While planning his visit to South Korea in March 2024, he threatened to slap a BTS member in a now deleted X post.
Why would he delete that?
I'm guessing Twitter deleted it.
Oh.
This came after a statement about going to Seoul. And then he kissed the statue depicting comfort women, sex slaves for Japan. Yeah. Outrageous person. So that made news. What do you guys think?
He's just a person that needs to be hospitalized.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
Americans don't claim him. Nobody claims him.
Nobody claims him.
I actually feel bad for the guy. You know.
You do?
Yeah.
I think he's I think he's conscious.
He's ill.
No, I think he's doing it just for the I think he's probably pretty smart. I don't think
he is smart, but he's ill in a way. Like he has a demon.
He's a
inside.
psycho. Yeah, he has like a psycho side. Yeah.
So
if he's going after BTS, then he's cooked.
He needs to be trapped in a mental hospital and stay there forever for the good sake of humanity. Yeah, that ruined my mood.
And when people being rude to elderly people in convenience stores or whatnot, that does boil my blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, what is wrong with you? man.
One day he's gonna cross the line, and one day he's going
He'll
to
probably get placed in jail.
jail.
Yes.
Yeah, like you mess with the wrong people, one day,
Yeah.
there's gonna be consequences.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. The Trump thing.
Let's do North Korea first.
Okay.
Because
You can say.
yeah, in my last live stream, I explained that it might be the end of all my live streams because like North Korea recently was threatening the border, and they put like full like 8 battalions or whatever, or like troops near the border, and they threatened to like go on war with us.
Okay.
And it was actually like escalating a lot. And the whole roots for that was because they allegedly they claimed that we allegedly sent over like these drones with flyers, like, cards on it, like with propaganda and stuff. They got super pissed for that, and then well, fortunately enough, nothing happened. But actually something did happen. So nothing happened like catastrophically, but North Korea actually blowed up the inter-Korean road connection. There's like a train track or like a tunnel there. That physically connects North Korea to South Korea.
Yeah.
And during like peace treaties or like whatever conferences, like meetings, they like are temporarily open, and it's like a symbol to us that we're still connected in some way. But they actually bombed it the other day before as a sign of like, you know, hostility, and they're like, don't mess with us. If you keep on, if it repeats, the drone thingy repeats, then we will not hide any kind of like brutal force.
And it says if they've removed street lamps and installed mines along its side of the roads, as well as deploying troops to build apparent anti-tank barriers and reinforce barbed wire within its side of the DMZ. So.
Yeah, but definitely the atmosphere is escalating. And I don't think there's gonna be a full-on war or whatever, but
can some of y'all take us in? We might have to fly to America. I can sleep on the floor.
Yeah, I'm not getting any extra reserve training, but I think the military is alert of this situation, and they're on like you know, what do you call it, extra attention. For all of this, like North Korean activity. So,
if guys have to if you were called, you literally have to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course. Korea
reunification is 0. What is the cutoff age to get recalled?
Cut-off age to get recalled?
Yeah,
what do you mean recalled?
To fight.
I don't know.
What
it's
is the max
probably
age?
Like 징집 나이제.
Because probably my dad can't be like recalled at this current age. 35?
60.
What? So men up to 60 have to go and fight if you're called?
Yeah.
What? Okay, well my dad... Yeah, he's... How old is my dad?
I think so.
Hold on. Wait, how old is my dad?
You don't know how old your dad is?
Hold on, let me work it out.
You know whether he's over 60 or not.
He's 59. Yeah, this is actually, no, it's his Hwangap next month. He's turning 60 next month. He's 59 right now.
So, so the actual age is like up to 50 for like combat forces.
Okay.
But if you can be like conscripted for labor or resources or whatever until 60. Yeah. So.
Yikes. So my dad, because he literally like next month, if it happens next month, he won't be called. But if it does happen within the next few weeks or whatever, then that's slightly concerning.
If war happens, whether you get called or not, everybody's just gonna die.
We're gonna die, so
it doesn't matter.
The thing is, if we all go out at the same time, that makes me feel less sad. You know, it's like, yeah, if we just get bombed, like, and we all die together, then we just have to accept that. Nothing we can do, really.
Yeah, it's 20 to 50.
But if we were to get bombed and we are all going to die, I would like to have at least like 1 week's notice so I can do like whatever the hell I want during that 1 week.
There's no.
I was gonna be like, just give me at least 1 week's notice so I can just live out my life fully for the last 1 week, okay? What would you do if you were told that you had 1 week left to live?
I would just go to nature.
You can't travel outside of Korea.
I would just go to like a countryside and gaze into the water, and that's it. Yeah.
That's it?
Yeah. Like spend time with your family. That's it.
Yeah, eat and spend all my money. Yeah, I would probably also I don't know, what would I do? I would probably release like all of the dog adoption, like just to play with all the doggies. And play with all the horses.
Okay. Yeah, like in no situation war should occur. Yeah.
Yeah.
So let's hope the best for that.
David would find Karina and do what? Find her and do what?
Yeah.
What, Michelle? That is, he said he would lose his virginity. You think David's a virgin?
I am.
You think David's a virgin?
Who said I'm not?
Like a virgin. Touched for the very first time. Anyway, Trump said some stuff about Korea in general.
Yeah.
He was saying, we helped Korea come back from the Korean War. It's
That's
time
true.
we stop. On trade, Korea is an enemy. So give the context for this, please.
Trump appeared on like the Chicago economic, like whatever.
Yeah.
Wait, this is not the link I sent you. Wait. Let me find the link. So this is.
He's talking about South Korea, obviously. Yeah.
Yeah, this is breaking news in Korea right now. Koreans are getting super mad.
Triggered, yes.
Triggered. Trump said Korea is a money printing machine. That's what he said. Mm-hmm. If I were in power, we would be receiving 13 trillion won in defense spending. And that's just his stance. And I guess for Americans, that's good, right?
Nicole's saying like he was joking. Like, no, he's being absolutely serious though.
What?
He's talking about South Korea.
Yeah. He says we should have received $10 billion a year. He claimed 9 times the amount to be paid after 2026. And he went on saying like he would have elevated that to like even more.
Yeah. And
basically what he's saying is South Korea is rich. We don't have to help them out anymore. But in terms of military troops, they need to pay their fair share about like the protection costs. We're like just, protecting them for free from North Korea. And yeah, that's what he's basically saying. And Koreans got triggered over that. And they're like, you don't know anything about our country. Like, we're not a money printing machine. Like, everyone's in debt. The country's in debt. Mm-hmm. Yeah, like that kind of stuff. So people are riled up. This just hit the news this morning.
Let's read some Korean comments. What are they saying?
Let's make nuclear weapons. It's really hurting our pride. Oh yeah, the main argument always whenever a U.S. politician says any of this, then let us develop nukes and
so
have our own self-defense. Mm-hmm. Like, why are you like in our country then? Like, and trying to get more money out of us. Yeah. If
Trump should never be re-elected. Who can deal with a crazy guy?
Yeah. So people are mad. And I can see a lot of viewpoints on this, but on the Korean side, they're not very fond of it, of his words. Yeah. Anyways, that's that.
Sometimes I just wonder, like, because you get exhausted from all these incidents happening around the world and all, like, life's daily stresses. Sometimes you're just like, if I were to just, like, I don't know, if I were to just get bombed and, like, just go out right now, maybe that would also be peaceful. Like, sometimes I have this thought. Is that bad? Not saying I want to, like, off myself or anything, but sometimes when you're just, like, bombarded with stuff, you're just like, oh my god. Like,
yeah. I feel like the news today has been like that. pretty much why I'm kind of like drained out right now. It was
Let's
like
go for lunch soon.
NewJeans, Jessi, there was Riize, there was what else? Trump, and the YouTuber guy kind of peaked it for me.
Oh really? That pissed you off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, you know what? I should just make a puppy YouTube channel.
Yeah, it's so healing.
I'm looking at a puppy right now. This was supposed to be on the news, but I'm like, it doesn't even come into my eyes right now.
I think the first one is like it's a shepherd dog.
Yeah, why we're single. Korean women say high standards, men say no chances to
And
date.
that's a golden retriever. No.
Oh, yeah, let's all just live with our dogs at a cottage.
That is therapy. Like a dog lying on your, the golden retriever lying on your legs, that's therapy. Yeah. So, okay, I'll read this news. So, finding the right person to marry is a tall order anywhere, but South Koreans in particular say that their high standards for potential partners or lack of opportunities to meet them are their main reasons for staying single. So this was a survey of 12,000 married men and women. They responded why they remain single. For women, 28% said it is because their standards are too high. It was followed by lack of opportunities to meet people to date, which is 23%, and the own respondents' own perceived lack of attractiveness. So they're saying, oh, I don't feel attractive enough. And for us guys, 29% said lack of opportunities to meet people to date. And second was own perceived lack of attractiveness and high standards for potential meeting romantic partners. So for David, you are a Korean male. Would you agree with that list of order? So the number one reason is lack of opportunities for meeting people to date. I don't think that's your number one reason.
Mine is actually inverted.
So high standards is the number one reason
yeah,
for you, and then own perceived lack of attractiveness,
Yeah.
and then lack of opportunities for people to date. Yeah.
No, I'm on the women's side. Yeah.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
I'm
He's more
like
the
a
women's side than the male side.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is I've seen plenty of podcasts talking about this, but women they're not willing to settle for like someone they perceive less than them in terms of attractiveness, in terms of financial stability, whatever. Whereas, and so they're saying back in the days before women had access to higher education and whatnot, they were mostly just like stay-at-home traditional wives. Mostly then, because most of the men that you see around them they're in a better financial situation than you. So most people, you're going to have much more like, you're going to perceive them as, or like, he can provide for me, like, whatever. But nowadays, women are going into higher education. Women are earning decent money everywhere. And so it's just like the playing field has like leveled up. And there are some women who out-earn the men. And so the dating market because women will always want to try and date like higher up. So then the pool of people that they can choose from becomes far less. And then the men who are just like the average guy, they don't have opportunities. Yeah.
Yeah. And you got to know that most people are average.
Yeah, most people are average. Yeah. My own brother, he's just like, he's just like, not to me, but he was saying to my dad, apparently, like, yeah, it's just like the dating standards is too impossible. As in my brother, he feels insecure right now versus his like financial status, more than anything else. Like he was like, I need to earn money if I want to date girls.
That's true.
Yeah.
Let's just all adopt some dogs and retire and die alone.
David's depressed right now.
Yeah, I want to crawl into my bed and sleep.
No. But anyway,
I don't know why, like the consecutive news today, like there was so much like
depressing. It wasn't
controversy
bad.
and negativity. I think it's the pressure from like the amount of viewers right now.
Okay.
That we're watching for like the tea.
Also, okay, but before we end the stream though, guys, I have to film my Azar video today and tomorrow probably. If any of you are willing to appear on the video, and you have to be kind of willing to like show your face, or they have
camera died.
Oh, okay, hold on one sec. Let me switch to my webcam. Sorry. Video. Okay, this is just a PSA. If any of you are willing to appear on an Azar video, and be willing to show your face, and or use the cat filter within the app, I'm going to post this to my Instagram stories as well. But I would really appreciate anyone who would be willing, because that's far much more efficient than me trying to search for strangers who are willing to give me consent. Can you film like a 5-minute segment for me as well?
Yeah.
On Azar, yeah. I really need the help.
Everybody's gonna know I'm not a stranger though.
It's fine. They just said pretend. They just said
Are you allowed to
pretend.
say that?
Yeah, no, they literally just said
Okay.
you can pretend.
Okay.
But if any of you, if you want to like have a 5-minute or 10-minute conversation with me, but you have to be willing to be used possibly in an Azar ad. Even asking my own subscribers this feels like a lot of ask. But me asking a stranger.
Where's Rachel today?
Where is Rachel? She's there on
she's
yours.
there. Oh, she's there. Okay.
Yeah,
Zoom
Rachel.
call.
Yeah, if you're willing to be on camera and be filmed in an Azar video. Azar is spelled Azar. It's an app from the App Store or Android Store. It's like a random video. It's like Omegle basically, and I'm contracted to do like videos for them until like January. So I have to do the filming shots tomorrow. So I'm gonna also post this on my Instagram stories. But if you are willing, it would make my life so much easier than me trying to beg strangers to be in a video. So please watch out. I'll put it on my stories as well. So if you're willing, have a think if you want to do it. Yeah. I have, like, usually it's just like, hey, how are you? We just like converse for a little bit, and then I might ask you some questions. It's nothing embarrassing or anything like that. So if you're willing, please consider it. That's what I wanted to say.
DM her.
Yes, I'll put up a thing on my stories. So yeah, that would make my life so much easier. I'll also ask Danny. Yeah, they were like,
Didn't you do the same type of video last time?
Yeah, last
with us?
time.
Yeah.
But it was after several of me asking strangers, and then I gave up. And so I actually filmed and edited one for last month, the previous month, and then they were like, after all the hard work I did, they were like, no, just like delete this, because we don't want to have any blurred faces. They have to be either willing to show their face, so that's why you have to ask your friends then to pretend, willing to show your face, or they said use one of their like cat filters within the app, but you can't like blur their face with a blur afterwards in Premiere. So what kind of questions? It's just like fun questions. Like they gave me a list of questions. It's nothing like sexual or nothing like weirdly incriminating, or it's just like funny questions, I think. So if you're willing to just do that, please let me know, because every time I have to do these, I cry from stress. Honestly, I cry from stress.
Where is Danny? Is he even alive?
Yeah, how is Danny?
Danny all he says in the group chat is, I want to die.
Oh.
And that he wants to kill people.
He wants to kill people.
That's all he says.
I should
It's
text
either I
Danny
want
after
to die,
this.
I want to kill people.
Yeah, I should text Danny after this to ask him as well.
Ask what? Oh.
To be in the video.
I thought you were going to ask, like, are you okay? But no, to be in the video?
Her boyfriend might have a problem with that. No, because I'm not going to be like, no, this is not like flirting. This is just conversation, normal conversation. And this is literally work for me. Like I have to do this video because I'm contracted to do it. You know, I'm not doing Omegle to like hook up with people. Like not Omegle. I'm not doing Azar to like hook up. It's literally I am contracted to do it. I have to get content, funny content. So I'm asking you guys for help if you are willing. Yeah. So no funny business and no showing like private parts, because if you do that, you will get banned. So yeah. So anyway, yeah, if you don't want to show your face, you can use a cat filter. So you don't have to show your identity if that makes you more comfortable. They have, honestly, the company, they have way too much expectations from me. Seriously, how do they expect me to make this content and like get people and like get their consent?
So
and give me legal consent and like all this stuff.
Well, this time you're using people you know, so it's better, right?
Anyway, yeah, every time I have to, and next month I have to do 2, and it takes up so much time editing, and yeah, I'm very stressed with this.
We're all stressed.
All stressed.
Let's all crawl in bed and just be a starfish.
Anyway, and I hope to upload my YouTube vlog either tonight or tomorrow is like my vlog of the first bit of October. Oh guys, yesterday also I got a Chanel bag from Tangen, and I paid a really good price for it. Really good price. People were asking me what kind of app I used to buy my secondhand goods. It's called Tangen Market, Carrot Market. But I think if you are a tourist and you're a visitor and you want to try and score some secondhand like vintage designer items, I don't think you can use that app because there's loads of like verification. You have to be like a Korean resident to use Tangen, right? If you're just if you want to use that app, you have to be a Korean resident.
You have to be physically here too.
Yeah, I think people would like, I got in my DMs yesterday, people like, if I'm staying in Korea for like 2 weeks, how can I score stuff like that? I'm like, I think it's gonna be quite hard because you have to like verify yourself through Kakao and all this. So I think it's quite hard. But there are some like vintage like actual shops where you can go, but I think they take is a lot more expensive because they take commission. So, but yeah, I'm gonna be making a real TikTok talking about that bag. I'm so happy, so happy. Boyfriend didn't buy it for you? No, I bought it all by myself with my own money. Thank you very much. Yeah.
I need to buy some stuff on Tangen too.
What do you need to buy?
Oh no, I need to sell some stuff on Tangen too.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I was there to sell my leather jacket. Nobody's bought it yet.
I need to cash launder. Just kidding. Wait, I think I missed some super chats before you end. Living Sweetly, thank you for the 20 again. PSA to International Army, the military friction is long-standing. SK is used to North Korean bullshit. They know how to handle North Korea. No need to panic and worry about the BTS members. South Korea has a very efficient military. Yeah, like there's no need to worry about the BTS members.
No.
Yeah. If you're worry about the country itself. Yeah.
Worry about us. We might die.
Yeah. We're all gonna die.
Yeah.
We're all gonna die one day too. If y'all want to lay low in SC, let me know, says Rachel. Rachel is so persistent.
Rachel, do you want to come on Azar? Do you want to do a conversation filming slot on Azar with me? Let me know. Yeah, either girls or boys. Like, I just need people, basically. Shall we go for lunch? I'm kind of hungry now.
I have to go.
Go home?
Yeah,
okay.
And be a starfish.
Okay, join next week's stream. I'm sorry, okay, now that I have Alami, I won't be late next week. Yeah.
Let's see. If that
Not let's see.
alarm me or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm at energy 10%, so I gotta go.
Okay, Rachel says yes. Okay, I will put the link on my stories. So, yeah, guys, follow me on Instagram so you can like maybe try to set it up. But join next week.
Okay, bye guys. Check out Piroso, KPC, coupon code, and I'll get some rest. See you in the next one. Bye.